My dear P5 runners, greetings from Kampala Quality Primary School. My name is Mr. Mugisha Emmanuel. In our previous lesson, I taught you how to shade and describe unshaded parts. And at the end of the lesson, I gave you an activity of 4 numbers, which I expected you did so well. So before I take you through today's lesson, allow me first to go through the activity which I gave you. Number 1, you are supposed to shade a quarter. So you count the number of parts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if you have more squares than the denominator, I told you are supposed to first of all calculate the number of squares. So in this case, I expect you to have got 1 out of 4 times number of squares, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times 8. By 4 is 1, by 4 is 2. So 1 times 2, 2. Okay? Then I expect you to have shaded only 2 parts in this diagram. 5 out of 6 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So multiply by 18. Okay, divide by 6, 1. Divide by 6, that is a 3. Okay, 5 times 3. What do we get? 5 groups of 3. When you add 5, 3 times, what do we get? 15. Come and shade here how many parts? 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Here I have shaded 5 out of 6. Then this one, it is 2 out of 3 times the number of parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 times 12. Divide by 3 is 1, divide by 3 is 4. So we have 2 times 4, which is giving you 8. So you come and shade 8 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the 8 parts are now shaded. Then lastly, describe the shaded and unshaded fraction. Shaded, we have 1 part. Out of how many? 1, 2, 3, 4. Out of 4. Unshaded, 1, 2, 3, 3 parts. Out of 1, 2, 3, 4. Shaded part, 1, 2, 3 parts. Out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then here unshaded, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 parts unshaded out of the 8 parts. So you can award yourself and see your square. If you got all the numbers right, then you are like this. If you failed like 1, you are here. But if you failed more than 2, I can say you are like this. Okay, I'm joking somehow, but next time, pay attention. So in our lesson today, we are going to learn how to write fractions in words. We are going to learn how to write fractions in words. So my instruction is write the following in words. Write the following in words. I may give you this one. Okay? Yes. In speech, this one can be read as 1 out of 2. But when we are writing in words, we don't write that. You have started asking, now teacher, what do we write? I'm going to teach you today. If I tell you to write this one, in speech you can say 3 out of 4. But when we are writing in words, we don't say that. So that is the reason why I have come here to teach you how to read these numbers or these fractions correctly. So this one comes from a whole divided by 2. So when you get a whole and you divide it by 2, you are going to get a half of a whole. So this one is written as a half. A half. What about if I give you 3 out of 4? 3 out of 4, this one comes from a whole divided into 4. So we have the 3 parts. We have the 3 parts which make a whole, okay? So if it is 1 part out of 4, this one is a quarter. If there are 2, they become 2 quarters. If there are 3, they become 3 quarters. Therefore, this one is going to be a quarter. A quarter. C. What about if I give you 1 out of 9? 1 out of 9. So 1 out of 9, it means we have 1 part out of 9 parts. So since it is 1 part, here we say it is a 9th. It is a 9th. Now, assuming I put here, sorry, we have made a mistake. This one is 1. So here we have 1 out of 9, which is a 9. When you look at these fractions, I have been giving you 1, 1, 1, 1 on the numerators. So what if I change and make the numerator more than 1? What do we do? Let's look at these examples. Okay? So you can have D, whereby I have given you 2 out of 5. So this one is going to be, you begin by reading. If you are careful here, I'm using article a to mean 1. So here we are going to begin by reading this number. This is 2. So you come and say this one is the 2 fifths. But because they are 2, you add here s, then it becomes 2 fifths. What about if I have now 3 out of 4? This one is going to be 3 out of 4. 4 parts, those are quarters. So it becomes 3 quarters. What about if I give you this one? Okay, this one, how do we read this one? This one is going to be 2, then 3 parts, thirds. Okay, and lastly, G, if I give you maybe 7 out of 10, this one is going to be 7. How many 7s? There are 7 tenths. More than one, you put here S to show that you have more than one part. So, my dear learners, I hope you learned this one in your P2, you learned it in P3. Now you are learning the same in P5. So I hope this is not very new to you. Thank you so much for being good learners. I'm going to give you a simple activity. I hope you are going to enjoy it. Thank you for your attendance. Bye-bye.